Welcome back to Biblical Questions Answered. Precept upon precept. A priest, a Levite, and a Baptist. This will be a quick video because this passage doesn't have anything very difficult to talk about here. So here we are, John chapter 1, and this is the testimony of John when the Jews of Jerusalem sent priests and Levites to him that they might ask him, "Who are you?" And he confessed, and not denied, but confessed, "I am not the Christ." And they asked him, "What then? Are you Elijah?" And he said, "I am not." "Are you the prophet?" And he answered, "No." They said therefore to him, Who are you? That we might give an answer to those who have sent us. What say you about yourself? And he was saying, "I am a voice crying in the wilderness, make straight the way of the Lord, as said Isaiah the prophet." So, a few points. First thing we can know. Priests and Levites existed when the book was written and when John the Baptist was around. It's kind of obvious, but still, that is something that you can sort of mark off. They existed. Like I said. Second thing, they were very much interested in knowing who John the Baptist was, which you can tell because, well, they were looking for the Messiah. They were looking for the Christ. And, third point, John declares he was not the Christ, which, of course, goes back to he was not the light, but he bore witness to the light. Christ is Greek, and it means anointed, which is the same meaning of the word Messiah. So Messiah, Christ, anointed, same thing. I will go into what the Messiah was later, on a later video. Right now, the passage doesn't give us any context at this point. So, 4, he wasn't Elijah. Now, they asked this because of Malachi 4:5, which I will actually look up because I didn't actually have it written down. Malachi, where are you at, Malachi? Malachi, here we are. So, right, there we are. For behold, the day is coming, burning like an oven, when all the arrogant and evildoers will be stubble. The day that is coming shall set them ablaze, says the Lord of hosts, so that will leave them neither root nor branch. But for you who fear my name, the Son of Righteousness shall rise with healing in its wings. You shall go out leaping like calves from the stall, and you shall tread down the wicked, for they will be ashes under the soles of your feet on the day when I act, says the Lord of hosts. Remember the law of my servant Moses, the statutes and rules that I commanded him at Horeb for all Israel. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the great and awesome day of the Lord comes. And he will turn the hearts of fathers to their children, and the hearts of children to their fathers, lest I come and strike the land with a decree of utter destruction. So that's what they were looking at. They were looking at that, and they were asking, are you this person? And, of course, you go to other Gospels, and you do have Jesus saying, this is Elijah in the Spirit. So, I'll get into the questions of why does Jesus call him Elijah? Why does John say he's not Elijah? What's going on? What is that about? I'll go into that when the passage gets to that. When we hit the passage where that's important. Now, 5, he was not the prophet. Now, this, you would think that this would be a reference, because here we have Elijah the prophet. But this, as far as people are aware, is referring back to Deuteronomy 18:15. If I can just get that on here. Deuteronomy 18:15. Let's see here. Okay. So, the Lord your God will raise up for you a prophet like me. This is Moses speaking. So, a prophet like Moses from among you, from your brothers. It is It is to him you shall listen. Let's see. I will raise up for them a prophet like you from among their brothers, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak to them all that I commanded him. And whoever will not listen to my words that he shall speak in my name, I myself will require it of him. But the prophet who presumes to speak a word in my name that I have not commanded him to speak, or who speaks in the name of other gods, that same prophet shall die. Yes, so that's Deuteronomy. It covers that. So there is that prophecy, but of course, he was not the prophet. Now, what does he say of himself? Well, he refers back to the prophecy in Isaiah 40, verse 3, which is where in the Hebrew, the voice is preparing the way for Yahweh. Now, the prophecy in Isaiah should certainly be kept in mind for how we interpret Jesus' ministry and life. And the reason why is I will read the context of this. Because what do we have here? Comfort my people, says your God. Speak tenderly to Jerusalem and cry to her that her warfare is ended, that her iniquity is pardoned, that she has received from the Lord's hand double for all her sins. A voice cries in the wilderness, prepare the way of the Lord, make straight in the desert a highway for our God. Every valley shall be lifted up, and every mountain and hill be made low, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken. So, and the prophecy goes on, but you do want to take a closer look at that prophecy for how you plan, for how you interpret certain things in Jesus' ministry and other elements of biblical prophecy as well. So yes, short video, longer than I planned it to be because I actually read the verses instead of just giving references. But yes, so fairly well. God bless. Till next time, where I will try to answer your biblical questions. That could work. That may work for a good ending.